I am Danny Lucas.
Hello, I'm Alessandro Panatoni and welcome to Food 101.
Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi, another week, another topic to discuss.
Yes, that's true.
And last week we talked about our milestones, and we want to recap of what we talked about last week, being the number 13 best food podcast on the planet.
Yes, fantastic.
And we're so grateful, people, because that milestone is our trademark. All right, Sabi?
Yes, yes.
And of course, listen notes. Thank you for our score of 41 and of course our 1.5% popular show globally. And we are so grateful again for that milestones. And number 3 milestone that we talked last week are books, people. Our podcast is now our version of our books, our episodes, our season is now on books. And you can check available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. We do it volumes by volumes, people. If you're curious what is inside, please do grab a copy. Plus, we are inventing another milestones for our podcast, Food 101 culinary course. That bit exciting, right, Chevy?
Yes, it is.
This course will be out on next year on the first week of January.
Yes.
So please do support us when we do launch our culinary course. And for sure, you're gonna learn a lot. I discussed last week what will be the outline of the course, and as we go further to the launch, we gonna do it again, modules by modules, right, Chappy?
That's right.
So Chappy, what we gonna talk about today?
Well, last week we talked about focaccia. This week we talk about ciabatta.
Ciabatta. What does the meaning of ciabatta?
If you translate from Italian, sleeper.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
sleeper.
sleeper.
Actually, they look like sleep because they was flat as a bread. That's why.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a funny story. Actually, the ciabatta bread is it's start to be. It was invented in 1982, so it's not that very old.
Old, yeah.
So it was invented from a gentleman. His name was Arnaldo Cavagliari, and he called his bread Ciabatta Polesana because it was named after the area where he was living, Polesine. And there was actually, it's funny because it's a nice story because there was this gentleman without a bakery was concerned why the sandwich made with baguette in Italy was so popular.
Yes.
So they try to invent something to make something they can replace the baguette. Nothing against the baguette, eh? Nothing against
yes.
Nothing against the baguette. But I love baguette, especially when I go to France. It's the food you're gonna eat over there. Okay, baguette and cheese. And but yeah, they want to. It's a funny story because they want to find something to be Italian. When you make a sandwich in Italy, you use even the bread for sandwich. So that's why they made after so many try, they come out with this bread. This was I love this bread. I remember it was in 1982, 83 when my father brought this bread at home. They started in my region, in my city, and they start to produce. So I remember this bread. And I love it because it's we don't make it too tall, so it's really look like a ciabatta, like a sleeper, it's thin, but it's I love it because it's crunchy outside, and it's like almost like a sourdough bread kind,
Yes.
And, actually, some they use as a starter, the sourdough, a little bit dough from the sourdough. And but yeah, it's an amazing bread. And now in North America, when it came in the States, I think it was in the late 99, maybe 2000 something came. No, no, not 2000, no, 1990 maybe came to the States, and they start to push this ciabatta, a small ciabatta for sandwich. It was I still remember, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yes, so Chefi, ciabatta is the variation of baguette in the French cuisine.
Yes, a kind. Yes, it was not a baguette, but it's was a replace for the baguette in the our coffee shop, our little market where you can get sandwich. So instead to have the baguette with the salame and prosciutto, you can have the ciabatta with the salame and prosciutto.
Definitely. So what are the ingredients of ciabatta,
Oh,
Chefi?
the ingredients, it's a wheat flour or wheat, depending what kind of you want to do it, and water, yeast, and salt. That's it.
But it's like focaccia.
Yeah, it's like a focaccia, but it's the different time of preparation. It needs a race. It needs it's different. It's complicated.
So do you need olive oil too, or
No, actually, this is without olive oil. So you put the olive oil on top when you eat it.
oh, okay. That'd be awesome. So what are the procedure in making
Wow,
ciabatta?
to make a ciabatta, it's not something that you can make easily at home. So, but it's a little bit complicated to make it, but eventually, somehow you can make something almost similar. But
Oh,
to have the nice and crispy crust, you need to have a good oven for that. So, but eventually, yeah, like I say, you can make at home, no problem. You can try, absolutely. And there is so many different variation recipe to get. Actually, even on internet, you can find some more, and you can make all meal ciabatta. You can make even a milk dough ciabatta, and yeah, but practically it's just like a regular bread. You put your yeast, your water, your flour, and then you just add your salt, and that's it. You let it raise. You fold it a few times, raise overnight, and the next day, you need a very strong oven to cook very nice and fast. But like I said, if the ciabatta bread, it's thin, so it's cooking very fast in the oven.
yes. So, Chefi, before we go on, we want to shout out to the people listening in New Zealand.
Oh wow!
Thank you, New Zealand, for supporting this podcast in Hawke's Bay. We got 73% audience share. Auckland at 12%. Wellington, the capital, is 10%. Canterbury at 2%. Waikato at 1%. And Bay of Plenty at 1%. Thank you, New Zealand,
Thank
for
you very much.
supporting this podcast, because this podcast is created to empower food like ciabatta. So,
Yes.
so Safi, last week we talked about focaccia. If you compare ciabatta, what is the big difference?
Well, the difference, well, the focaccia stays soft and even outside, because after you cook, they get after a few minutes, 10 minutes is gonna get soft, like almost like a pizza, or for ciabatta, no, ciabatta's gotta be crunchy outside, and of course eventually with the humidity, the bread is getting soft anyway. It doesn't matter what. But some of the recipe needs to be like you need like a sourdough starter. So you need to the really you need a machine to knead it very good. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it at home. It's can be possible. It needs just the time to pay attention more. Different time. How to cook, how long you gotta cook to make the crust outside.
Yes, definitely. So Safi, what is the time frame cooking ciabatta?
depend on the size. But if you look like a small, like 6-7 ounce bread, 8 ounce of bread, maybe at one temperature of maybe 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, you look in a 5 minute to 8 minutes time.
Yes,
it's very fast because it's a tin. It's not it's a tin bread. Not tin, but maybe a couple inch, or sometimes it get bigger down to one side. I don't know if everybody's got the idea of how to look at the focaccia. Most of the people's got the idea of the single focaccia as a sandwich, but if you're looking like the loaf of bread as a ciabatta, it's smooth maybe one side, and then the other side is bumpy, because it's growing looks like really a ciabatta.
Yes, ciabatta, chef, it will rise up, right?
Yeah, it's look like a really a slipper,
Oh, that's why I call ciabatta is a sleeper in English language, people. And so, chef, if focaccia can do in dessert, main course, and appetizer, can we do
for the
it?
ciabatta,
Yeah.
you know what? The ciabatta, if you cut a nice slice of ciabatta, you can make even bruschetta with the bread.
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the summertime. I remember when I was a child, with my father, we was roasted bread on the fire, and we go on the charbol, and put the fresh tomato on top, olive oil, salt and pepper, and we go. And simple like that. So for appetizer, you're okay. For the main, that's kind of bread. It's like you toast it. It's good for zuppa di pesce. Absolutely, no doubt on that.
Zuppa di pesce, yes.
Yes, a seafood soup. Yes, and the seafood soup with kind of different kind of fish, and then you put with the garlic, olive oil base, and tomato base, white wine. It's very, 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 very good soup in Italy.
Yes. And for the main course, chef, can we do example?
Well, that's actually a main course. That's for the
yes.
But eventually you can make even crouton with this bread.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You can make crouton for soup. You can make crouton for salad.
Yes.
The only problem, I don't know how to use on the dessert. That's for sure. Well, we can cut very, very, very thin, put the sugar on it, and roast in the oven, make it nice and caramelized, and you can have a snack.
Oh, yes.
With the sugar. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Actually, if you brush with the butter, and then you put the sugar, and then you toast it, that's good.
Yes.
Just a little bit kilocalorie, okay?
Yes. Something else. It's something else, people. But before we go on, Chefy, we are inviting you to grab a copy of all our books, people. And Food 101, Volume 1, Basics, Volume 2, Fundamentals, Volume 3, Essentials, Volume 4, Greek Cuisine, Volume 5, Japanese Cuisine, Volume 6, Spanish Cuisine, and Volume 7, Indian Cuisine, available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. And you can get in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle edition, people. So those are our books that we did for the last 1 year and a half, people, because this is the 100 episodes of our first season, and it takes 1 year and a half to make it, but it's worth it because this is all the essentials. These are the basics or fundamentals that you need in the kitchen to create a delicious food.
That's right. That's right.
And as you said, we are launching our culinary course. Please do tuned for that, because this is something else that you need to try, because you will learn a lot from this course. So, Shafi, what else we can say about ciabatta?
Ciabatta, ciabatta. Well, like I say, it's there is a similarity to the French baguette. That's one thing. Then, well, we can say that it's good to make a grilled sandwich. That's for sure.
Yes.
Especially if you got in the summer. We are in the summer still, so you can still use some grilled vegetable on it, and you toast the bread, olive oil, salt, simple like that, healthy. No
Yes.
problem there. And
Definitely.
yeah, it's a easy bread to make, not to make, but to adapt to any kind of dish that you can serve at home. And then I would suggest, if you find a nice recipe to try at home, why not? Yeah, I know it's going to be a little bit difficult to make it, but hey, try. It's always good, eh?
Yes. Try and try, people, until you succeed. Chef and I are always encouraging you to do an experiment in the kitchen, because probably the one you're experimenting, it will echo for your generations, just like ciabatta. Right,
Yes,
Chefi? Yes.
absolutely.
So, Chefi, can I use ciabatta in tiramisu instead of the ladyfinger?
No. I am very, let's say, I like to uh, invent something, but I will never change reality. Never.
Not but
But like I said before, you can brush with the butter, put the sugar on, and that's how you can do. You know,
yes.
but I don't know. I don't know.
So people, don't be experiment if it's not imaginable. So let's say, because ciabatta bread is, there's a hole in between, right, Shafi? So how
Yes,
you can, so how can you do, but like a lady finger is solid, right?
yes.
That's why they use for tiramisu. So chef
Well,
suggested,
uh,
instead of
yeah, I
go
was
ahead, Shafi.
thinking. Now you give me some idea. Some idea. Huh? Yeah. No, but actually, eventually you can mix some dry fruits in, and you can make a kind of sweet loaf, ciabatta.
Yes.
I was thinking, eventually you can put some dry fruits, some dates, some nuts, some I don't know, apricot in, and put a little bit sugar. And actually, I would not put in too much sugar, because it's be good like that, simple. And maybe you can put some icing sugar on top, and that's it. Why not?
Why not, people? Do I experimentation, and do not afraid to commit mistake in the kitchen, as we always saying, because mistake make you perfect, as they said.
Yes, yes,
And one thing more, if you're doing experimentation, can you please do write it down, right, Chappy? So
yes.
that you know the procedure 1 to 10 that you did, because once you do it again, oh, I forgot what's his number one, number two, number three. It's nice. It's nice, people. If you're doing experimentation in the kitchen, you need to have to write it down, or whatever, something that it will remind you when you do it again.
Yes.
So, Shafi, I'm inviting our listeners to buy my latest book, Money Matters Volume 1, Solid Foundation. It's all about money matters, people. It's a solid foundation. It's a comprehensive guide designed to empower individuals at the stage of their financial journey, from the essentials of money management to the more intricate aspect of personal finance. So please do grab a copy. Money Matters, available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. People, we are so grateful that you gave us our 1 million downloads. from the bottom of our heart, we are counting people for our 2 million downloads. So please do continue support us. Give your support, and we assure you that every episode that we're doing is getting bigger,
better, bigger, and bolder.
Yes, people, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts because, as we said, we fourth season, our podcast will be have a brand new concept, and tune in for that.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, Shafi, thank you for your time.
No, thank you. You know, I love to do that. So, thank you very much.
Yes.
Morgan people.
See you soon.
Bye bye.